Michaela Vernava along with Ricky Doyle in the Nesson studios. And Ricky, spring has certainly not sprung, but nonetheless, spring training is upon us.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like spring training, but whatever. We'll push through. We'll push through.
Not at all. Still pretty cold out there. But the Red Sox have some new faces coming in this season and also some old faces, and those players might like a fresh start. Which storyline are you most looking forward to seeing play out during spring training?
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones this season. A lot of them centered around the new guys that you mentioned, obviously David Price, and then some of the guys coming back, Hanley Ramirez transition into first base. But one I'm a little anxious to see how it plays out is the catching situation. I mean, Blake Swihart has basically been anointed the number one catcher going into this year. Ryan Hannigan's still part of the mix, but Christian Vasquez coming back from that Tommy John surgery, said he's healthy and ready to go. And if so, I mean, he showed in 2014 he's major league ready. So it's an intriguing situation when you have two good young catching prospects, because a lot of teams don't even have one.
Well, there is some room for improvement, so I'm curious which player you think has the most to prove returning this season.
Yeah, I mentioned Hanley Ramirez, and that's the guy I think who needs to step up this season. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles first base after that disaster in left field last season. You would think that he might be able to make a seamless transition given that he's an infielder by trade, but you know, you never know. It's harder than it looks, and also you got to keep in mind too, if he can't handle first base, where are you going to put this guy? That kind of puts the Red Sox in a series bind. They're running out of options with him.
Well, maybe an option could be any under-the-radar players or prospects that we should have our eyes on.
Well, there's a couple pitchers that are on the 40-man roster now, and Pat Light and Williams Jerez that I think have a chance to make an impression and can maybe be used later in the season. Also, I think first base prospect Sam Travis, he got invited as a non-roster invitee. Probably not going to factor into the plans right away. You get Travis Shaw to back up Hanley Ramirez, but it's really his chance to shine because he's a top 10 first base prospect and a former second-round pick. So 3 good minor leaguers right there to keep an eye on in camp.
All right, Ricky, thanks so much. Make sure to keep it on NESN.com for all your Red Sox news.